Light it up.
It's 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, and it's time for the show that brings you the best deals in vaping, coming at you from the Vaping Underground Live network on Vapors TV. I'm your host and deals diva, TygerTyger, and with me as always is the illustrious, opinionated, and devilishly handsome VaporJoe. So settle in for 90 minutes of interactive, informative, and money-saving vape chat. Welcome to DoneDeal.
Penis.
Oh my god.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing out there?
We got a lot to talk about tonight.
Oh man. And how? So how is everybody?
You notice, guys, she's in the same room with me. Can you all hear me? One's in the room if you can hear me. I just want to make sure we're coming in clear.
Yeah, and let us know about the echo. I haven't got the super awesome mic going tonight so that I can, oh, Joe's low. All right, well, let's see what we can do about that. Yeah, okay. Joe, speak. Let them hear you. Let them hear you.
Test, 1, 2, 3. I just wanted to make sure, levels. Oh, I'm at 94% on the levels.
No, I'm bringing you up. Don't worry about you. I'll do that for you.
I'm just making sure I'm coming through my actual headset and not like my webcam.
Okay. And if the echo is crazy, we'll adjust that. We're roughing it. Being in the same room, we're roughing it totally. So.
Yeah. Well, yes. Tiger always brings me up. A fair bit. She always cheers me up, we'll just say. She always cheers me up.
No comment. I brought my cheer tonight too.
Oh wait, booyah! Look at that. There you go.
And Rustica wants to know, when does Tiger do the show with the dude from India? You have to be talking about our beloved Sahil. And unfortunately, the show that Corey and Sahil and I were doing, we have had to step away from. We used to do that at this time, actually, but when we weren't able to continue with that due to time schedules and so forth, Joe and I took over the time slot and moved away from following Mod Envy, which got to be a really long night for us. So, like 2.5 to 3 hours of Mod Envy, and then this show, we were ready to just like roll out of our chairs by the end. So this is more sustainable for us. And
you know what's crazy? Now that you talk about that, could you picture doing DoneDeal after Mod Envy anymore?
Oh, at this point, that sounds like strange torture. I mean,
we used to do this.
We
used to
do that, and both shows are so much fun. But the thought of having to do them back to back at this point is like I just want to lie down and slip into a coma. So.
Yeah, I mean that would be insane now. We had so much stamina back in the day. It was crazy.
Back in the day? That was a few months ago.
Like 6 months ago. No, back in the day. You know what? In the vape community, back in the day could be 3 months ago. You know, it's just how it is. It's like dog years in the vaping community.
All right. Well, we are using a different way of connecting tonight for some reason, and we discovered this unfortunately moments before the show. VC just didn't like us. Apparently, if you weren't connected earlier tonight, you ain't getting connected. So I noticed the guys on the show before us squirreling out. They were all using VC. Joe and I could not connect to the system at all. So we are changing everything up again tonight. And so I was scrambling at the last minute to make that work. So I do apologize if the levels are a little low or a little wry. I did bring me down. Whitsend, you were telling me I'm redlining. I hope this is better. And I apologize about the Spotify ads. Like, I'm too cheap to pay for Spotify until they give me a deal. You know, I'm not doing
Tiger, you're now in Jersey. You can use my Spotify, and it won't have commercials.
Oh, well, I'll have to rebuild my playlist. Oh, I'll just give you access to my playlist.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right.
All right, but the ads are okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world. All right, so welcome to DoneDeal, the biggest deal show in vaping on the biggest network in vaping, Vaping Underground Live. I'm one of your hosts, VaporJoe, and of course, next to me is Mrs. VaporJoe.
Yes, indeed.
But we have a great announcement to make tonight.
Indeed, we do.
There's a certain young lady who's on Mod Envy who had a baby.
Now let me see what I can do. You sprung it on me at the last minute that you were going to talk about this. I wasn't sure if you were going to save that for the weekend for Mod Envy or deal with that tonight a little bit.
What's coming up on Mod Envy too?
Oh well, it better. But I'm going to see if I can't bring up a picture of the tiny vapor cuteness here. So you talk and I'll do my broadcast magic.
Yeah, so Tiny Vapor did give birth and to a girl. I think she was 7 pounds and change.
Yeah, healthy weight, and she's just cute as a button here. Let's see if I can grab the. There we go. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I'll share this with you guys for a sec.
Yes, a tiny.
Yeah, a tiny. That's about right.
You know what? It's really funny. Kids now that are born and they're thrown up on screen and all kinds of like videos and all kinds of crazy stuff. It's like, oh, by the way, you were live on DoneDeal when you were born.
What?
But that is a great picture of Tiny and Tyler.
That's one of my favorites.
And yeah, the great picture of them right there.
And there's the little sweetie pie,
Doesn't she actually look like she's like she almost got like a kissy face going on, like she's wearing lipstick almost.
Oh well, I don't know.
Like she was born with lipstick on.
Right? I don't know. She's a kitty pie.
She's got very full lips for a newborn. Very full lips. So that she's gonna be a very pretty girl when she gets older.
Oh well, look at her parents. How could it be any otherwise?
Now somebody says, isn't such a tiny though, 7 pounds 6 ounces. You know what? I'm a big dude. I was born at 5 pounds.
Yeah. That does not tell the story.
Tiny baby. So that doesn't mean nothing. Size when you're born means nothing.
So, Tiny Vapor, Tyler, who does the thumbs up that I like to emulate. I've stolen it. I call it the TygerTyger thumbs up. And little Madeline, congratulations from DoneDeal. You're adorable. All right. That's my serious moment. You can talk now. I'm done.
Well, are you gonna start wiping your face?
Yeah, I have a speck of sentiment in my eye.
All women get like this.
Oh, that's because either we're looking forward to it or we remember it. So, well, not in all cases, but.
And for all of you who want to know if Tiger is really here, she's right there. Just letting you know. Just saying, because some people believe like she's like CGI'd in.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars.
What was that movie where they did that a number of years ago already? There was a movie about a woman that was like she wasn't real. She was a hologram or something. I don't know. I never saw it.
Porno?
No. Why would you go there?
Mannequin? Like what's the movie? I don't know. Like Mannequin back in the 80s or whatever?
No. Somebody out there is going to know Simone, Big Bam Boob, knows exactly what I'm talking about. Simone. Thank you, BBB. See?
There you go. Oh, Al Pacino was in it. I should know that movie then.
See? Right?
I love Al Pacino.
Right?
All right. So let's get to some vape mail. We were sent a whole bunch of vape mail this week. Unfortunately, some of the vape mail that I wanted Tiger to get, she didn't get yet. But we did get a lot of vape mail. A lot of it turns out to be juice. And we're going to start with T-Max No Frills Mills. They sent us all the newer flavors. And I just have, I'm just putting it in my hands here. Okay, we'll just do it like this. Boom. These are 30 ml bottles. These are fantastic flavors. We have the new maple glazed donut. the new boosted homemade apple pie, and cinnamon dusted donut. Okay, this cinnamon dusted donut is fantastic, but my favorite, even now, is the original homemade apple pie. If you guys have not tried T-Max No Frills Mills, the original homemade apple pie is fantastic, and for $6 for 30 mils, you can't go. And I don't know if you can hear this, but wait, we can do it like this. And glass. All right, this is glass we're talking about here. This isn't even a plastic bottle. $6 for 30 mils. Fantastic price. They did do a deal, but I think that deal is over now, where they were doing it for $4 or $5 for 30 mils. So for those of you who want some really great flavors, get over to vaping.watch and check out some of these fantastic flavors. I'm really looking forward to this cinnamon dusted donut.
Yeah, and I'm dying to try the maple, of course. I was so touched when I saw that one because I'm like, oh, Canada. But and for the person in the room, where was it? Dragon fruit, 2A finishing says that sounds good. Oh my goodness, the dragon banana fruit is amazing. That's why they send it in those great big bottles, because they know I just drool at the mere thought of it. So yeah, it is a really great one. It's probably my favorite so far of the T-Max. But I gotta tell you, not all of them are like all-day vapes for me. You know, we all have our things that we like more than others, but there isn't one I've tried that they didn't nail the flavor. Tonight I tried for the first time the new one, the vanilla cream donut. Now, it's a very, very rich vanilla. It's not something I will vape tank after tank of, but I'm blown away by it's exactly a vanilla cream donut. That's exactly what it is. It's really it's almost a little shocking how close they come to the flavors in a vape, because this isn't baked goods. So I got to hand it to them. They are doing something right there. Keep doing it, guys. T-Max, 2 thumbs up. Awesome.
Yep, fantastic. They have set the standard to the new pricing for liquid, and I'm fully behind them 100%. And like I said, they just did a deal. I don't think the deal's still going on anymore, where it was like $4 or $5 for 30 mils. But I mean, it's like $5 for 30 mils or $6 for 30 mils. Really, are we even going to complain at that point? Fantastic juice at a fantastic price. Vaping Watch has got something going on, and just fantastic juice. Of course, for those of you out there who are still in love with Mad Murdoch, of course you can get your Fluid and your Mahara and all the other lovely flavors from Mad Murdoch. You can get them over there too. And I believe Wacky Vapes, there's some still there. And Refuge. I got in trouble for calling it Refugee, but Refuge. They make a fantastic coffee flavor over there. So get over to Vaping Watch and check it out.
I'm going to have to do that right now because T-Max is in the room. Hi, T-Max. And he's asking me if I have seen the picture for the maple donut yet, and I have not. So I'm going over there right now. We will share, in fact. And let me find my way. Yeah, liquid. And we're going to T-Max's No Frills Mills.
Screaming the maple donut is the shit.
$6 for 30 mils. I love it.
You gotta trademark that. You really need to trademark $6 for 30 mils.
They did. Okay, I got to share this with you guys. Now, you've got Country Pammy has the link in the room there for Vaping Watch, the T-Maxes, but I am going to share right here on screen what they did here for the picture, and I love it. I love it. You guys rock. They have a maple leaf superimposed on those super yummy looking donuts, and I feel right at home. Awesome. Love it. And that's going to be the next one I open, by the way. Telling you right now. No, where is it? Oh, sure, it'll be the last bottle I touch, of course. There it is, maple glazed donut. That's the next one, because I've got some, I tried the vanilla cream. I've got your strawberry donut in there right now, and maple, I'm smelling it. Ooh.
Ooh.
I think I might have to steal Joe's bottle.
Yeah,
Nom! Nom nom nom.
You can steal my bottle anytime you want.
Yeah, okay.
But
I'm
just,
putting a
I got
dropper in
just
this
saying.
like right now. I'm putting a dropper in this right now because we're trying this right now. Well, okay. Did what else? Do you want to talk some other vape mail too while I try this?
No, I'm
Vape?
enthralled with
All right.
your craziness over this. So I want to know.
Well, it
Can I
smells
get a
really.
drop? Can I get a drop on my? Thank you. Beautiful. This is completely unorthodox, ladies and gentlemen, but this is the way we do it. I like to drop a little bit on my hand and just give it a little taste.
Okay, another winner. Oh my God, this is a winner. That is rich. I can hardly wait to try that in an atomizer.
You know,
Mm.
I'm not a maple fan, but this is a good juice. Like I've never been like a waffle
No,
maple-y kind of
well,
guy.
maple can be overpowering, so I wasn't sure, but no, no, no. This has great promise. That's going in an atomizer tonight. So
Awesome. Awesome sauce.
yeah.
Okay, so the next order of vape mail. Now now we're going to talk about a deal that's probably gone and over with. But this kind of goes with the vape mail, and I hate to do vape mail with deals at the same time, but I got to kind of talk about this. But I have to kind of go off to the side real fast, pick up the mod, and then come back. Sorry, guys. I love chairs with wheels. Just kind of like, but where is it now? Let's see if it's still available. It's probably not. It's probably been well sold out since. But wait, no, there are a few. Don't even tell me this still's going on. There's a few, but the colors are retarded.
Pro tip: turn the music back on when the ad is over.
Let's see if it still works. Wait. Space and coupon code. So just make sure here. No, but it's still a great price. Let's just see what the other. Okay, all right. It's still a great price. The E-Square. I got Tiger an E-Square. She hasn't gotten it yet from Vapor Beast, but what an E-Square is a legit Evolved DNA 40. Now, what I love about this, now I know the Evolved DNA 200s are out, and I have one right here. But before this came out, this was the hot mod, you know, and what I loved about these is so compact, so beautiful in terms of fit, finish, and design. That I paid $120 for this when it was in its hot mode. There was a deal going on. It was like $58 for a legit DNA 40. Now I know, you know, like 40 watt box mods, blah 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 blah. But let's face it, it's a legit DNA 40 from Evolve. Fantastic mod, and the mod itself is just beautiful. It was going on for $58. We blew them out, destroyed them. I got one for Tiger in purple. But it's probably going to be here tomorrow. She'll probably be able to show it off on my coming up, but it just didn't get here in time. I've had mine for months now. It's a fantastic mod. You can still get it for $67. So for those of you out there looking for a legit temperature control, legit DNA 40, head over to Vapor Beast. I'll put the link in the room. Let me just get over there.
Big Dam is asking, is that deal over, Joe?
The deal with the coupon code Oktoberfest for $65.97 is over. But if you use coupon code Yeah Baby, you get it for $67.
Yeah, baby.
So it's you're gonna pay a couple bucks more, but the colors aren't there. They have silver, and they have aqua available. Okay, so
the aqua's pretty though, and silver. I mean, you can never go wrong with silver.
Silver is silver. I have the pimp gold, which I really like. But Tiger's gonna have the gorgeous purple. That one was just blew out when this went live. But to have it at these prices, really fantastic mod. Will last you a lifetime. Really, really stunning mod. I've had this for months, and if you can get one, get one. But that's some vape mail I was hoping would get here. And then we got a huge box of juice from Mr. Vape. Smokey had shown up for Halloween. He was like, "Oh, by the way, this is for you." I was like, "All right." And he had sent a box to Smokey for me and Tiger, and this huge box of juice from Mr. Vape. All his new flavors, Cloud Wine, this, and this. I haven't tried it yet. We haven't had time to get to it. But that was part of it. Mr. Vape has been around a long time. Mr. Vape has been a juice company I've been pimping since VaporJoe started. Okay, so he old school vape company, and fantastic. So they sent us a box of juice, and then Halo just got this in the mail today. Halo has hit us up with...
Okay, now hold on. Before you move on, you're talking about... okay, and I'm trying to screen capture and talk at the same time. You're talking about Mr. Vape. While we're there, we really need to mention a couple things. First of all, that they do these handcrafted drip tips that are absolutely gorgeous. There's an example there. Now, do we have a link in the room yet for them? No, I'm going to share one. Let me see here. Smokey, they sent a bunch of things to Smokey to share with us because we're all in the same area. So he delivers. So I'm just gonna. There it is. Right. Oh, and Pammy was on it. Sorry, there, Pammy, you got it. Let me show you a few of these. So Joe and I each have one of these to sport. Like that one's gorgeous. That one I love. And as you can see, really beautifully crafted. He makes his own acrylic stock. So these are really quite original in-house kind of things. And what I love about them is how he's doing the metal core all the way through. So really, really durable, really well made. And here is mine. So you can see, oh, thank God, the camera's totally grabbing it. I wasn't sure it would. This is like a tigery one. It has orange and black, but there's blue in there too. And I didn't think the camera would do it justice, but it totally is. It is absolutely stunning. So, and that metal core that goes all the way through. Just love it. And let me pull this so I can show you the dual O-rings. So they do not wobble. Thank you. So, yeah.
So I have a sauce code here. Fantastic, right? Has a great drip tip on it. Let me tell you about this drip tip. That the one I have is this big, fat, just chuffy, wide bore drip tip. Okay, but this is a 510. I'm gonna call this a 510 chuff. That's how wide bore this is. Okay, you pull this guy off, and you put this bitch on. It's almost as wide as the tank. Literally, I'm calling this a 510 chuff. This is a huge drip tip, and I think it's fantastic. Really, really nice. You can't really see it because it's kind of dim in here, but it has this kind of blue and black design to it. It's really, really nice. And well, like I said, I'm calling it a 510 chuff. I don't know if that's actually a real thing, but that's what it just reminds me of.
I like this too, like amber with blue. Oh man, just really beautiful stuff. Anyway. So there you go. And the good news for those of you who also like to tune in on Saturday nights for Mod Envy, they are a new sponsor. So they're premiering. Did I just say that? Premiering. I don't think I got that right even so. Whatever. They'll be with us for the first time on Saturday on Mod Envy. Be there.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I need it. I cheers.
Yeah, so they'll be on Envy this week, and this show is going to be great because we have lots to talk about, and we're going to have Mooch and Freeze on, and of course Tiny Vapor. I'm going to try to get her in from the hospital via satellite. No, I'm looking.
Oh, she won't still be in hospital on Saturday, I don't think. Well.
It's a joke.
Oh, all right. Ha!
But yeah, it's going to be a good job. All right, so now from moving over from Mr. Vape to Halo. Halo has sent us 2 of the classics, but there's a difference to these classics. We have Belgian Cocoa and Tribeca, but this is their new cloud line. These are, I believe, 90% VG or either 90 or 100% VG. This is their new cloud versions of their classics. Now, I like their classics, don't get me wrong, but now that they have them in a new a high VG, I can't wait to try them. I have to tell you though, when you vape their Belgian Cocoa or their Shamrock, when you vape it and you're just vaping it yourself, it's great. It tastes great. It's fantastic. But if you're anywhere near it, it smells like shit. I don't know what is going on with and it's been that way forever. I mean, this is nothing new, but their Belgian Cocoa and their Shamrock, when you're smelling somebody else's exhale, oh my God, it's bad. It's terrible.
Did I just mute myself or not? Okay, I've lost track. Am I muted? Am I not muted? The fact of the matter is, I actually had to dump mine. He will let me vape this outside, but not in this room where I'm stuck with it.
You know, it's weird. Like when you're vaping tasting
so good.
It's wonderful.
It tastes so good. And he's like, doesn't the smell bother you? I'm like, I don't know, I'm vaping it. It tastes great. It's not bothering me. But I guess, I don't know, it's one of those things you might want to vape alone.
It's just one of those vapes that the exhale is just, but because their cocoa, how it works is their cocoa flavors are done scientifically. There's no, like, they don't use TFA flavor this and Loran's flavor this. Everything they use is based on scientific, I guess you'd call it just scientific ingredients. You can't just, they don't use, you know, when you go to a normal person, they're like, oh, we use TFA, Loran's, Flavor West, this, that. You can't pattern their flavors, and that's what's wonderful about them. However, their cocos are the best in the world when you vape them, but on the exhale, anybody around you is going to hate you. That's the only thing I have to say on the cocoa. Tribeca, of course, is my absolute favorite flavor. This is one of the finest of the finest when it comes to tobacco, and of course the exhale's fine on it. But woo, Tiger made me leave the room before. That's all I gotta say.
It wasn't even that I made you leave the room. It was that I was happily vaping in here while you were busy elsewhere. When you came in, I was like, oh, okay,
I walked in. I was like,
I'll vape something else during the show. So now I've got Stabby's Whitehaven in here, but I'm switching back to Halo when he's not.
Oh, yeah. It is a vape for one. We'll just say that it's a vape for one. It's just one of those kind of things. Let's see. Is there any other vape mail? Wait, did we? All right, the hats and stuff. Did we get that in between? Stuff from Vape Slam?
I'm trying to remember. I think I wore mine last week when we were doing our show. I'm certain of it. Because we did the segment for them, and then yeah, I think we talked about the Vapor Slam hats. You know what we don't have is we don't have a picture of us in them that I can even bring up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I wore the glasses.
Yeah,
that's right. I wore the glasses. Yeah. Okay. You
and
are
Big
right.
Baum
Well, anyway,
remembers. Yeah, Big Baum remembers. If Big Baum says so, it's true.
You know what it is? Since we haven't been doing Mod Envy, it kind of throws us off.
Yeah, it really does. And this is unheard of. In the history of Mod Envy, I don't think there's ever been 2 weeks of downtime. But, of course, with the wedding on the 24th and Halloween, Joe's favorite holiday on the 31st, there was 2 in a row that we didn't do. I was very surprised. I actually thought with Mod Envy falling on a Halloween, he would be so stoked to do a Halloween show. He blew my mind when he said, no way, we're taking the night off. So, there you go.
I get free candy. I'm getting free candy.
Yes, and for those of you who wondered, the Tiger Cub and I both dressed up as, well, you guessed it, tigers, and went through the neighborhood. He was totally adorable. So lots of fun was had.
Yeah, it was awesome. He got a boatload of candy, and it was a lot of fun. Halloween was fantastic. We had Smokey had come over, a bunch of friends, family were here, and Halloween was a really, really fun time. Really, really great time.
You betcha. Well, we are 34 minutes past the hour. We did get just a tiny bit of a late start because of VC's inexplicable weirdness. But now that that's through, should we move on to some deals, Joe?
Yes, I want to talk about one. Again, I have to make sure they're in stock. Sorry, guys. This is just like part of it these days. Okay. Yes, they're in stock. Now, I have to tell you, this is a fantastic sub tag. I know a lot of you are going to be like, what? I'm telling you, I've been using this single. I bought one. Okay? I bought one. Okay? And this is the Inokin iSub tank. Now, this does use a plastic tank. I know people are frowning upon this, but I have been using this same tank for like 3 months now. Okay? I've only bought one pack of heads. Okay? This tank, for the price, is one of the best going. Now, you cannot take the drip tip off this. This is all proprietary. It's basically one solid unit, but for the price at $10, this is such a fantastic tank. For those of you on a budget, I use this with everything. And fluid works in this. For those of you who don't understand polycarbonate, we used to have to deal with this shit back in the day because most things are made of glass these days, but certain flavors can actually melt plastic. This is called German polycarbonate. I don't know what that means, but whatever.
Well, you know those Germans. Their engineering is second to none. So,
so this is a great tank. Now they have a G version, which is glass, but with this particular price with coupon code comes down to just $10. And there's a new coupon code floating around. I just got an email because we were off today. I wasn't able to post it, but there's a new one floating around, 17% off. Instead of 13, which is my coupon code. So you probably didn't get any cheaper, but fantastic, fan-fucking-tastic sub-tank. Really, really great for $10. And it comes in all these really great colors. I have the blue one, of course, and then they have the pink and the smoke, and then the clear. And I think there's even a few more there that I don't even have it listed. Let's see.
It's got to be good. I haven't actually tried one. I've tried your vape using it. Now, of course, I'm a little bit of a glass snob myself. I really prefer glass tanks, and I'm disappointed that the drip tip doesn't come off on this. But considering this, all of these stuff that you have access to, you've got Heracles, you've got every tank imaginable to man. And I see this in his hands all day long. So that's got to be some kind of testament, right? If VaporJoe vapes this all day long, it can't be that bad. And I got to admit, the vapes I've had off it, perfectly respectable, no problem there. And so great in that respect. But there is a question in the room, Joe. They want to know, they've been thinking about an iSub Filch, or Phil SH, I'm not sure. Do they have 1.5 ohm coils? What kind of range of resistances are available in the replacement coils for this? Do you know?
Yeah, let me give you a second because I actually have a link in that post for the replacement heads. I just want to see what they're offering right now. Basically, I have to be honest. Lately, what they've been offering, and that's not just the iSub replacements, but iSub right now, the one I'm showing you guys because you get them cheap, it's 0.5s. So it's going to be sub-ohm. But a lot of the newer sub-tanks, including the iSub in the G version, they go as high as 1.2, 1.5 ohms now, which is kind of cool. They're actually creeping back up into the higher ohm, which is nice because now when you have the higher ohm and you have a like a 200 watt evolve mod or whatever, you can really chuck clouds. Now people are like, well, sub-ohming and at higher watts. No, in actuality, if you take like a 1.5 ohm head and pump up the watts to like 100 or 150, it creates massive clouds. And you save battery. Don't forget, because what happens is if you're doing 0.5 at 100 watts versus 1.5 at 100 watts or 100 or 120 watts, you're going to save some battery life. So it actually will keep your mod around a little bit longer as far as battery life. So I'm a big fan of the 1.2 ohm, 1.5 ohm coils if you can find them. And wattage is so high now, and the coils are so good. You know, some dual coil, quad coil, triple coil with cotton. Why, you know, the ohms on the coils? I mean, honestly, Tiger, does that even fucking matter anymore because the wattage is so high?
Well, in all truth, it's a slightly different experience using like higher watts with a higher ohms or lower watts. You know, like it's a little different. It's not the same, but no, the difference isn't as big as it used to be. You do have a point, because now if you're using a higher resistance, you just turn it up higher, you know? So it does somewhat even out. There's one thing I'm just looking into now in the behind the scenes, Joe. I'm hearing Janet is sharing that they were out of stock, and she asked if the code would still work when they were in stock. Now they're back in stock, but the code doesn't work, so there might be some discrepancy in pricing there. But still, one of, as you said in your post, one of the best priced sub tanks going.
Which code is she using? Because
that I couldn't tell you. And Janet, you'll
there's a
have to share.
17% off code that's floating around, but VaporJoe 13 should always work. 13% off all the time. That's a 24/7 code. That one will always be working, because we work pretty heavily with My Freedom Smokes. But yeah, it's dollars for donuts. This is a really great tank, and like I said, if you guys are and it's funny because, you know, in the vaping community, we all think that everybody uses the most, biggest, and greatest thing. And, you know, I went to the liquor store to pick up Tiger a bottle of wine, and there's a girl there vaping, and she's using was a Cool Fire, the new Cool Fire, and Pro Tank 2. I'm like, haven't you tried any of these, you know, newer tanks? And she didn't even know they existed. You know, so a lot of these, you know, so something like this could introduce somebody into a world of something completely different for such a cheap price. Like I said, $10, and you get 2 coils with it.
And my apologies, Joe. It appears I missed part of the comment. She was talking about a different deal. I thought we were talking about this one, so that's where part of the confusion is.
Oh, okay. No biggie. So head over there, and of course, they do have the Subtank G, which is the glass version for $19.95. Of course, use VaporJoe 13, or that if you can find source the 17% off coupon, you can get it for much cheaper. And I love My Freedom Smokes. And for those of you who are into DIY, let me tell you, these guys have great nick at a really cheap price. If you can, you know, if you want a liter of 100 milligram nick, you can get it for under $50. And a liter for under $50 is a great price. And for the average DIYer, I mean, if you're just making it for yourself, I mean, Tiger will tell you. I mean, how long would 100 milligram a liter nick last you, Tiger? If you're just making juice for yourself, a year?
Oh, it really depends. There's too many factors at play for me to give a hard answer on that. But a liter of 100 milligram nick is going to last anybody a good long time. I mean,
right.
I used to get, I guess they were 100 ml bottles from my buddy, and I don't do much DIY at home. A little bit here and there. I had a couple recipes that I like to mix up myself, and that would last quite a while for me. Mind you, you know, I'm at 3 and 6 milligrams now, so it does not take much. And what I found I was using it most for was for friends who wanted to start vaping. I would take some of my juices, bring up the nick level for them, just adding a little bit, you know, doing my math very carefully. Please, if you're doing any of that at home, use one of the calculators. There's lots of them online. Look it up. I'm sure if we throw it out there to the room, there's going to be folks that have links to them. They're available for your Android phones. They're available as apps. They're available as computer apps. There's stuff online that you can use right off web pages. Know what you're doing, but you know, it's handy to have on hand. Like I say, if for no better reason than for your friends who want to start, they need a higher nick than you're vaping right now to be satisfied. You can add a little bit to some juice to give to them, get them started. It's a good thing. Just beware how you store it. The way I used to store my 100 milligram Nick is in a locked box in the fridge. So, you know, your
Right.
pets, your kids, you don't want anybody near that. Even when you're mixing, you get some on your skin, wash immediately. Don't play with that stuff.
Right. Somebody says it's 1 liter of 100 milligram comes out to 17 liters of 3 milligram. So that gives you an idea of 17 liters of Nick base that you have to add flavoring to would last somebody. I will just simply say, well, it would only last Nitro a month. But
yeah, you got that right.
but the average vapor would last them a very, very, very long time, and they sell everything you need: equipment, flavorings, the Nick. For those of you who actually have that are big juice companies, I mean, that you guys need, and dare I say, the 100% nicotine. We're talking very, very dangerous stuff. They do sell it, but you have to talk to them. You have to sign waivers. They have to make sure you're capable of handling these things. But you can go to them, and they will sell it to you. For those of you who want the basically it's 1,000 milligram nicotine. So if you have a big vape company that can handle such things, and you have the proper equipment and the suits and the masks and all that stuff, they will sell it to you. So get over there, check it out. They have some really, really good stuff.
And for those of you interested in trying DIY for the first time, Andy Summerfield has dropped a great link in the room. That's to ejuice.breakthrough.com. That's the eJuice calculator I used to use. It's a little app that runs on your computer. You just put in all your stuff, and it figures everything out for you. It is foolproof and safe. I highly recommend that one. It's excellent. Thank you, Andy, for the link. Thumbs up.
Awesome sauce. All right. So let me just see if this is still available.
I'll unmute myself to speak. While you see if it's available, I just want to mention one little thing. I'm going to jump over here, and I'm going to feature something, and I know Big Bam will be on it before I can even get the link once I get the picture up. For those of you that have been wondering, there has been some questions. Where's Tiger? Where's VaporJoe Canada? What is going on? Well, as you can well imagine, navigating a move to the States and all of that jazz and a wedding and everything like that, I literally did take a honeymoon, even though we didn't go anywhere. Historically, oh, that's fine, Big Bam. I will share it then. Here is the link to the post. Historically, a honeymoon is described as a month in which a couple gets to know each other and so forth. I took a month to get my shit together, essentially. So, in short, the honeymoon's over and your deals diva is back. So watch VaporJoe Canada. We'll be bringing you the best deals and steals for America, Canada, and international. So we're back in black.
Well, and speaking of back in black, you also have a great deal out there, the snow one.
Oh, well, I did, but I was letting you check your deal. You go ahead, and I will share my deal after yours. I will bow to you and let you go first, sir.
Well, if you want to, this is all right. Well, we'll do this, but this is a crazy deal. This is by a company called Breezy. Now, Breezy is pushing out this new Sigelli 200-watt box mod. I have to tell you, I can't believe the overwhelming response. Because what happens is, VaporJoes, we track everything. Okay, so I know how many people buy every mod that's sold from my web. I know, like we track everything. You have no idea how many of these have blown out. I'm shocked this guy has this much stock. But this is the new Sigelli 200-watt box mod, coming in at $58 after coupon code Halloween, and the coupon code still works because I did just check it. So for those of you who like all the Sigelli craziness out there, you know, they had the 75, the 150, and what have you. This is a more, I'm going to call it a more conservative-looking box mod. It almost looks like an Evolve DNA 200. And I almost want to call it a DNA 200 clone. I won't. But it almost has that same chip look to it. $58.
So go. I never know. Not anymore. I gotta move stuff so I can see the light. There we go. Okay, I see the light. So now I want to hear, Joe. I want to hear you say the name of this one because this one is just a fun and fascinating name. So.
Fucha.
I don't know. I kind of want to make it like the tea. I want to call it the fuchai. You know, like Big Bam says he's saying it wrong.
Sounds sexy, so it doesn't really matter. But
no, Big Bam. I want to hear. How do you do it? How do you say it? Because I remember in the cotton, he's the one that got me straightened out as to how to say the name of that one cotton that I can't remember the name of right now. Kogendo. So.
Well,
Fuchai. Okay, well we have another vote for Fuchai.
It's in that genre, but.
In any case, you cannot beat the price for a 200-watt box mod. I mean, we were discussing this earlier, and it's like, is this a mistake?
Well, because when I saw this, I was like, I literally went, what? And then I'm like, and I'm thinking, okay, it's like Earl's 200-watt box mod. Like it's like an off-the-wall 200-watt box mod from a company that's a nobody company. Then it's all, oh, it's Sigelli. Oh, and they put a Ferrari-esque name after it. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I look at the chip and I'm like, oh shit, that screen looks sexy. And then I'm like, oh shit. And then when I put this up, I have to tell you, I've probably sold about 250 of these in the last day and a half. These are blowing out. I'm shocked this guy still has stock. I really am. I'm like, how many does he have in stock? But hey, he's a reputable vendor. I've only recently started working with this company, but at the same time, everything that I've done with them has been great. And for 200 watts for $58 or whatever the hell it is, $52. Great price, and of course, American company. So go for it, boys. Go for it, boys and girls. Now, for me, 200 watts isn't a big deal. You know, I mean, I think that's our limit in the community. I mean, I know we've seen 280. I know we've seen 250. Some people claim they have 1,000-watt box mods in terms of coils and mechanicals and stuff like that, but I think 200 watts is about the max we need, because at 400 watts, you are literally using a fog machine. I mean, literally the ones you plug in the wall and use a rock concert. So I think this is just about the limit we're at right now. But the safe limit. I don't know about you, Tiger, but I mean, have you ever vaped at 200 watts?
Me? No, I've made no secret of the fact that probably the highest I've touched is in the 80-watt range, right around there. I just haven't had a juicer and atomizer combination yet that required more than that. It was a great vape at that, and I did not want to go higher. That's not to say I wouldn't in the future. That's not to say that with everything that's available now and different juices that can handle the higher temperatures, some of the awesome atomizers that are available. Aries is telling me he's going to build me a dripper. You never know what the future holds, but certainly these can handle, you know, you don't run them at 200, you have a range. So what I love about that is you have the flexibility. You can run an aggressive dripper on something like this. You can run one of the sub-tanks. You can run an Aerotank Mega on here and just set it up accordingly. Like, you can do whatever the hell you want. And that's what I like. Something that's got some longevity built into it, and that you can use however you like. The other nice thing about this, and I know you're not a fan, Joe, but we have to mention it's got the temperature control built into it. And that is a big deal to a lot of people, especially the drippers who don't want to get that nasty, acrid, dry hit. So, you know, for those of you, well, you know, no, listen, I said temperature control was not a big deal to me, but darn it, I'm so discombobulated tonight. I can't even remember what mod it was I got in. It was the eVic setup. It was the eVic setup that I got in and had the temperature control heads that came with. And I said, hey, these came with. I'm a deals diva. I'm not going to waste these. I'm going to use this. I don't waste anything. And I did try them, and you know what? Is temperature control a big deal to me personally? No. Does it work? Yes. And I'll tell you why I know. because I put an unfilled atomizer on it and I hit it, and it won't do it. It will not dry fire. It will not give you that dry hit. It knows what's going on in that atomizer. It knows the juice level, and it is a safeguard. So it does what it says it's going to do. And for those of you who it's a big deal, built into this at the price of it, it's a no-brainer.
Just saying, I'm filming my Super Tank Mini on my Provari Radius with the cinnamon dusted donut. I'm really excited to try this. I'm just putting it out there.
Oh, Aries, you're so sweet. Aries JJ has, as you know, for those of you in the room who aren't aware, he and his lovely missus are extremely skilled at creating the really, really, really fancy, and I'm behind the scenes on this stuff. I used to be an avid rebuilder. I've literally time and the new sub tanks available have gotten me so much away from that. I still love doing that, but I'm not doing a fraction of it. I used to. Aries and his lovely missus are creating the incredible wires that are great for these aggressive dripper builds, and he's offering to send us some of his awesome fused Clapton, the staggered fused Clapton builds, and so I'm really excited about that. Thank you, Aries. For those of you curious, hit up Aries, and he'll hook you up. So there you go.
And that brings me into a new deal.
Hey, I told you I'd let you go first. I didn't say I'd let you keep going. Just hold your horses there, VaporJoe. Who do you think you are?
Super Sarah, what are you doing? Seriously?
Are you mocking me now? You're mocking me? All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I can handle that. I'm not scared of you. It's a little hard to follow you now because you've been talking about a 200 watt with temperature control.
Well, that's why I
for
want to bring up this where you can stagger it. So.
But listen. For those of you who've been waiting for it, and people after my own heart, waiting for a price to come down on something you really want, I'm right there with you. I don't like to pay too much for anything. And the Snow Wolf, I know there was a lot of people really, really stoked about this puppy when it came out. 200 watt box mod with the temperature control as well. Definitely coming in at a higher price than Joe was just talking about on the Sigelli. But if you've been holding out for that Snow Wolf, and you got to admit, these are gorgeous with the steel casing and the black sides, back down to a price that I think is totally manageable at $66.68. That's out of the USA warehouse. So if you're in America, you're going to get this at a great price, and you don't have to wait for overseas shipping, which is always a great bonus. I'm very patient. For a good deal, I can be zen patient, but if you can get a great deal and get it fast, that's better yet. Now, these are also available out of the European and the Hong Kong warehouse. The prices are a little higher. The best price right now is out of the USA warehouse. Way to go, guys. So, for my Canadian listeners, I'm sorry,
well, will they ship from the USA warehouse to Canada?
I don't believe the USA warehouse will ship to Canada. I think it's US only. Now, I could be mistaken on that. I didn't get all the way through all the order process to test everything out this afternoon. I was mostly checking stock levels and prices, warehouse to warehouse. But for those of you who are aware what these came out at, the original price, I'll be honest, I wouldn't have paid it either. But patience pays off. Now you can get it for under $67.
Well, they can still go to China, Hong Kong for $77.18 for Canadian people.
Absolutely.
So it's not that bad.
And, if we do happen to have any European listeners in the room, your price is very compelling also. Definitely a win, and patience paid off. So there you have it.
Yeah, that's a biggie. That's been a huge mod for such a long time now. It's just it's a classic. I mean, everybody who wanted that high 200 watt box mod before the Evolved DNA 200s came out and what have you, they all went to the Snow Wolf, and to this day, Snow Wolf is still very, very popular mod. It's a powerhouse mod. That's the way I look at it. They're not there. Let's face it. I mean, there are beautiful mods out here. Like I have this one, the V-Box 200 Evolved, but this is not what the Small Wolf's about. Small Wolf is about like just I have a box with a screen on it, and it's gonna blow your face off with with power. And at $66 or what was it, $66.68, Tiger? Is that the price? $66.68?
Yep, absolutely. The price I've got on screen right now that I featured is the USA price. That's USA dollars from the USA warehouse. So, I'm aware that most of our listeners are from here in America, and this one's for you.
Yeah, great price. Now, I'm just going to give you guys some options, okay? Now, for those of you, if you're buying from the GearBest USA warehouse, you don't have to worry about this because you're going to get USA shipping, priority mail or whatever, so you don't have to wait for the China shipping. But if you're in America or you're overseas and you buy anything else at a price similar, like $66, $70, $80, I suggest always getting the expedited shipping. Because everybody complains about, it started with Fast Tech, and now they're bitching about GearBest and how long it takes to get their stuff. If you're going to spend over $50 or $60, I always get the expedited shipping. Why? Because it comes to, at least for America, it comes DHL or UPS, and it comes in like 5 to 8 days, and it's like $8. Now, okay, $8 is kind of high for shipping that what we're used to, but if you're going to save a lot of money and you just got to spend a few extra bucks on shipping, do it. I promise you, you will love it because it comes so fast. But now, if you're in another country like Canada or UK or Australia or what have you, you may have to pay duties and taxes and tariffs and all this other crap that make you guys pay. But in America,
He said duty.
But am I wrong? Duties is not what you have to pay.
Yes, absolutely we do. And sorry, I was having a Beavis and Butthead moment. Sorry.
He said duty. So now you just threw me off my game. See, that's what she breaks me all the time. This is what she does.
I strive for that every show, and thank you for creating the opportunity to do that. I really do appreciate that. My work here is done. Good night.
Frick. Anyway, so all right, so it's already 1:01 a.m. So off the cuffs of this 200-watt box mod, there is, and we were talking about those wonderful coils that they make. There is a really cool rebuildable out there that's really cheap. Now, I haven't featured a lot of rebuildables over the last month and a half, because there hasn't been a lot of rebuildables. Like after the Mutation X's and all that came out, I don't know, they just kind of slowed down. I'm not saying they're not in style anymore because people love the rebuildables, but I just think rebuildables have hit a peak where it's like, well, they're awesome and we're done, But this particular one is really cool. It's called the Alien version 2. It's made by a company called CloudJoy. And it's really cheap. It comes down to $10.53. Now, the really cool thing about this is it gets all its airflow from the bottom. Now, I don't have that pictured, but if you go to the website over at VaporBeast, which is an American company, if you look, I believe, at picture, let me just get there, let's see when I'm there, picture 4, you can see on the bottom where the 510 connector is, it's got 4 huge slots on the bottom, and of course they have the standard 3 or 4 little slots that go around the side, but it's getting a lot of its airflow right from the bottom, so it's going to make this kind of vortex kind of airflow situation going on. And the build itself is extremely normal. It's just a three poster, but the setup itself is just really neat. I like the whole alien face thing. I like the vortex kind of airflow, and of course it's got a really cool drip tip on it. It's kind of like this concave kind of chuff. Instead of being straight up, it kind of bellows at the top. And cutting it at just $10.53. Really, really cool. And you have a choice of black. They have a camo, which is really cool, and a stainless. So, like I said, for those of you out there who are still rebuilding Addies, $10.53. Off to the races. And of course, you get a bag of O-rings. You get the lovely patented pending blue screwdriver that everybody gets in everything. They even give you some pre-packed coils, and they give you some cotton. So I mean, literally, you don't even have to be a rebuilder to use this. You could just actually just apply the pre-made coils and the cotton, and you're off to the race. All right.
All right. Now, I did not get a picture of that one up. Do you want me to bring that up, Joe? Or am I hearing from you all right that you're already on to the next thing? I just wanted to...
No. Go for it, girl.
All right. Then I will do that for you. Because, you know... There,
she loves
there
me
it
and
is.
stuff.
Because what?
Because she loves me and stuff.
No, because I'm a professional. That's why.
Oh, is that what it is? Shit.
Oh well, you know, just gotta keep you in your place. All right, so there she be. There she be.
Yeah. So they're cool looking, right? For $10?
Well, you know what? I kind of like how they created the airflow in the eyes. It's kind of spooky, weird, and totally right up your alley. I see why you like this one.
Yeah. It's a totally like, you know, Halloween-esque. You know, it's just really cool. And it's got the, you know, the heat sinks up top. It's got everything. You know, for $10, you just really can't go wrong.
Miss Jess, I have to say hi. We haven't seen you in the room for a while. It is so nice to see you. How's it going, girl?
Hi.
And she says loves me and stuff. You know I do. Busted. Guilty as charged.
Alright, let's see if it's...
And I agree with your comment. The on this one, I would have to go with the black. That just sets off the logo so perfectly. So. Trying to quit smoking again? Well, Jess, you know what to do. You have a tried and true plan that works. So you're already set up for success. So congratulations.
It's just pissing me off. Like half of them, well, no, like 3/4 of my deals are sold out.
Oh, well then, you know what? I have been, I've got a little birdie whispering in my ear in the backdrop, in the background. Backdrop? Where'd that come from? And I want to share something with you guys that this is breaking news. Breaking news. This is a bonus deal. This isn't even up on the site yet, but I'm going to share this with you guys. And here she be. There we go. And so there's the link. I'm going to bring up a picture. This is the Joytech eVic Mini Express kit. Now, I don't have the Express yet, but I gotta tell you, since I've tried the eVic kit, this baby right here, the 60 watt, I'm dying to try one of these little kits. Now, these are the pretty little ones. Let me add a screen cap here so I can share with you. There we go.
We could save. Wait, hold on. Wait. Let's see. I could save. Wait. I could save them. Wait, give me 1 second. I just want to make sure this is the case. I could save them a whopping 54 cents if they use coupon code Maxi.
Oh, 54 cents! Use coupon code Maxi. All right, thank you for the tip, Joe. But seeing these coming down. I love seeing the prices come down. These are down to $47.99 and minus 54 cents with coupon code Maxi.
That's right.
And available, of course, in the black, in the white, and if you really had your heart set on Tiffany blue, they're only asking $3 more at $50.99. So far, so good. I can't tell you enough, and you'll notice I even have the matching drip tip. Yes, FastTech came out with matching drip tips for the eVic setups. This one, of course, doesn't require it. You don't have the stripes. I suppose you could try to find something in Tiffany blue if your heart's really set on it. But
wait, we gotta stop for a second. What is with this Tiffany blue trend?
Okay, listen, I am probably one of like 14 women in the whole vape community that couldn't give a crap about Tiffany blue, but it's a big deal. You know, there's lots of people loving that sort of robin's egg kind of blue. It ain't my thing, but there it is for you if you want it. Me, I would be rocking this in either the black or the white. So smart looking. And
For real?
you know, I gotta tell you, I wasn't sure about that Ego 1 atomizer. I was not sure about that. This is the one I've been using the temperature control on, okay? This kit came with both a nickel coil and the titanium. I started with the nickel. When that one got tired, I moved to the titanium. And the fact of the matter is, It's a decent vape. I'm very impressed. I wanted so badly to be impressed with the Ego Delta tank. I wasn't. Not yet. Now maybe I got to try it with some different juices, try some different things. But I'm a little cool on the Delta, so I didn't expect to like the Ego 1. I was wrong. I love this setup. I use it exactly as it is. Joe doesn't. He tends to use on his e-vic whatever atomizer he's enjoying on something else. He'll just switch it over, use it. I am just loving this setup as a complete thing. I have no reason to believe I wouldn't enjoy the Express kit just as well. Of course, a more compact version, and I am playing Mod Domino's hardcore here. I don't know if you even heard that through the microphone, but that was I had bells ringing here. So absolutely. And my little. When did D Millen wants to know, when did Baby Blue become Tiffany Blue? I do not know. And
it sounds more more expensive when you say Tiffany Blue. That's what it is when you say, well, it's not Baby Blue, it's Tiffany Blue.
Well, you know, good things come in little boxes. Wasn't that Tiffany's? I believe.
That sounds like a porno, but I'm not getting into that.
Okay. I don't even. It took me a second. I'm like, what? I'm so not there. All right. eVic Mini Express kit.
Did I break
There you
Tiger?
go.
I think I broke Tiger.
I think you talked for a while.
Okay, so so Tiffany Blue. Good things come in small boxes. Anyway, so hold on a second. It's a great setup. For those of you who want your compact mod. And that's where it's going really in the industry. I think we're getting away from these huge monster box mods to a more compact and still powerful box mod. And this is a prime example of it. This is going to have more power than the average vapor is ever going to need, and comes with its own addy, and it's really cheap. I've used the Ego 1. I haven't used the smaller version. I had the full-size eVic, and this puppy is really small. I mean, I can palm that. I've seen one in real life, and I've held it, and it's gone in my hand. So for those of you who like those small, compact vapes, it's a fantastic setup. Right, Miss TygerTyger? I love breaking her.
I gotta keep remembering whether I'm muted or not, because I don't want to play like microphone wars with you. So every now and then I just fall back on the TygerTyger. All right, what else you got, Joe? Bring it on.
Well, we got 15 minutes left.
We do.
This is a unique mod because it uses back in the day when 26650s were really popular, and I'm still a huge fan of the 26650. This is the it's a 70-watt box mod, and it uses stainless steel aluminum and a leather based cap. So what happens is, let me just put the link in the room. I don't know if Big Bam has stolen it from me already. No, he has not. It's right up. Guy's fucking fast. There it is. $27.89 when you use the coupon code. This is a really cool mod. It's 70 watts, which is like, again, what most people will use. But what happens is that whole leather black piece breaks off. Like you just pull it off, almost like an IPv4. You stick a single 26650 in there, and you close it. And it's 70 watts for $27.89. I think it's really smart looking. I think it's like classy looking. It almost reminds me of the Playboy mod. For those of you out there who are still looking for a Playboy mod, I've been looking for one at a pretty reasonable price. They're really expensive. All made of that kind of leathery material. This is kind of reminds me of that, and it has that kind of Sigelli second or third generation chipset look to it. Again, uses a single 26650, and it is my favorite battery. One of my favorite mods is the T-Max T6. Tiger has one. I have two. They're a fantastic mod. They take advantage of the bigger battery with the higher amperage. You can get 70 watts out of a single 26650. I don't think it would be a problem. 70 watts rather, out of a 26650. I don't think it would be a problem. And again, considering the fit finish on this thing for $27.89, I can't see anybody going wrong with this. What say you, Tiger?
Well, I like the fact that it has that leathery, the whole idea. Now, where did I put it? I know I have it handy here. I just unpacked this today. I have been struggling by with just the bare minimum of vape equipment since I got here. I finally unpacked a bunch of my stuff today, and I was appreciating again how nice the IPv4 is with that easy to slide off outer shell that covers your battery area. This working the same way, but with the luxurious feel of that stitched leather on there. That's smart. That looks like a winner to me, and I like the rest of the construction looks really, really solid. I would love to hear from someone who's had this in hand now. This looks like it's got real possibilities to me. I love, like I say, I love that snap-free design, but with the leather, that's a really sharp upscale kind of look.
Yeah, it's something you take. It's something you take like out with you, like if you were wearing a suit or something. You know what I mean? Like it's just it would work well. And again, it uses a single 26650. Now, damage generates. Well, I don't have any 26650 batteries. You can get them cheap. You can get a good solid, eFest or MXJO or some of the actual newer ones that have popped up.
Oh, absolutely.
Under $10.
I remember when you were looking at, closer to $20 for a reputable safe 26650, and that's not that long ago. I haven't been at this that long, but now they've come so down in price and so much more accessible. Of course, I had to collect a bunch for the T6 that I love so much, and that's kind of outdated already too. Still love that mod, but certainly, don't worry about that. Most chargers now can handle a 26650, no problem. If it'll charge an 18650, it'll charge a 26. If your charger is not one of those, hit us up. We'll find you a great deal on a charger. Chargers will come down.
I'll be honest with you. I think 99% of the chargers out there, even if you go back to a Nightcore, the Nightcore 4s will do a 26650. So I don't think you need to worry about that these days. But if for this, I would get like an eFest green. I call them the greens. Because they have higher amperage than the blue than the purples, and again, you can get them on eBay cheap, like less than $10. So I wouldn't even worry about it, and they last forever because the battery's so big. It's like a 4,000, some of them are 5,000 mAh, a single battery. So for $27.89, I mean, come on, really? This is a no-brainer. And the way it pops out, like I said, it just. If you go to the site and look, the way I think it's, wait and see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth picture shows you what it looks like when it's taken apart. You just really just pop that battery in and put it together, and you're off to the races. So I think it's a great mod. It's like a sleeper mod where most people don't even know about this thing yet, and I think it's gonna really, really take off for the price. And again, I'm a big fan of 26650 when it comes to box mods. So.
Now, Cajun Rebel's asking about Vape Slam this year, wondering if we'll be there. Joe is a for sure, and we are hoping against hope that I will be joining him this time. Of course, there's some questions still up in the air with, customs and immigration and all that fun stuff, and appropriate accommodations for my little pup. But it will break my heart if I'm not, and I'm doing everything in my power to make it happen.
See, and that's the one thing a vaping community needs to understand. And me and Tiger got married, but there's an immigration issue. She lives in Canada, I live in America. She can't just come here whenever she wants. Even though she's married to me, she's just not allowed to be here whenever she wants. There are rules, there's regulations. She's only allowed to be here so many months out of a year. Even if we have to file all kinds of paperwork, all kinds of things. So it's not like, we could be together, 24/7, 365. It doesn't work like that. As much as people think that's the case, it's just not the case because we're doing things legally. That's the difference. See, we're two white people doing things legally, and that just takes forever. you know, in this country. So
now there seems to be a great deal, and I don't want to dwell on it, Joe, but there seems to be a great deal of confusion as to whether this is actually an 18650 or a 26650 box, Joe. And I'm just trying to solve that mystery myself here right now, doing a little sleuthing. But the material says 18650. There's been some 26650, and plastic
you know what? You're
assuring
right.
us that it's an 18650. I think we've got that. I think we might have that backwards. You know what?
Right.
We make mistakes too.
You are right.
Class
you know what it is? I looked at that.
and the others in the room. Thank you for that.
Why did I think this?
Well, you know, because it looks like it, and I'll show you why. Because you and I are so used to looking at these things and knowing the ratios. Here, let me add a screen cap here, and I'm going to show you why. This shows the side view of the mod right from the site. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. There's your edge, okay? Now, you still can't get a really good idea, but when you look at the bottom, that looks far away to me, and that looks so wide, but it's just, excuse me, because of the way they built it, I think we got that one wrong.
Okay, so it's an 18650 mod. Fucking buy it.
So there you go. Now you have no excuse because you already have those batteries. and yeah, for 70 watts, that's a great price. I mean, I remember when we were saying don't pay more than $1 a watt, and then it was, you know, look for deals that are 50 cents a watt. Well, now we're getting closer to like 30 cents a watt. You know.
Somebody writes in the room, Tiger, pretend you're from Mexico. Well, we're gonna have to send her to Tanix for a little while, and no, we're not dual red. See, you have to understand something. Citizenship's a long way out. We're talking about residency, which means she's allowed to stay here with a green card for as long as she wants, and vice versa. I'm allowed to stay in Canada with a green card for as long as they want. It doesn't work like that as easy as people think. Oh, you know, you just get married to a citizen and you automatically get ability to stay here. No, it requires lawyers and interviews, and they look at bank accounts. And, it's crazy. It's not just what you think it is. So, like I said, we're doing things legally, so we have to take the long way. You know, I should have just had her jump a fence.
Yeah, whatever. Unfortunately, it's the same in Canada. You know, it's the more you try to play by the rules, but whatever. That's how we. Yeah, Big Bam. I can't do anything without him noticing. He noticed that I blew away our backdrop. What I meant to do was actually get rid of one of the screen caps I was using, and instead I had managed to delete the backdrop. So I'm fired.
So somebody says you need an anchor baby, Tiger. Well, we're working on an anchor baby, and no.
Like I said earlier in the show, do any of you really think the world is ready for another, even if mini version Joe? I don't know. I don't know if I could be the person to foist that upon the world. So.
You know what? He's born. He's wearing a VaporJoe hat. That's all I'm saying. Absolutely. But anyway, getting back to vaping. So yes, Tiger's going to try to make slam, but it all depends on immigration. I mean, this is where we're at right now. It's all dependent on immigration, and that's really sad. Two people in love who are married and they just can't be together 24 hours, 7 days a week, wherever they want to be, and that's, you know.
Oh, I love the comments. Miss Jess is telling us that if we did have a mini Joe, his first word would be fast tech. I love it.
That would be great.
You guys rock. We have the best viewers ever.
And we'll have binkies and little babas sent to us from Pastor.
Slayer wants to know: are you two married?
No, we're not.
Yep.
No, we're not married.
I
don't know what you're talking about.
That's a done deal too. That is a done deal too.
Yeah. Yes, we just got married last Saturday. So.
10 days.
Yep. So. Well, not last Saturday. It's 2 Saturdays ago. So, wow, it's been that long already. God, it felt like it was
long?
like 3 days.
10 days, and you're saying it's been that long? Holy hell! You're in for it. You're in for it.
Oh God. but
And no, we are currently in the same room, Slayer. But I am actually from Western Canada, and he's from Eastern Seaboard United States. So yeah, we might as well be on different planets.
Eastern Seaboard. I'm from fucking Jersey.
He's from Jersey, where they have watermelons.
I'll be honest with you. You know, it's funny people ask about our marriage. It's like I've known, you know, I've loved Tiger and been with Tiger for almost we're going on 3 years. You know, we only recently got married, but it's really not that much different. You know, since we've been together, and you know, it's pretty much a title and a piece of paper. We've always look at Tiger, but it's really not that much different, though. I mean, we've loved each other, we've been together, but the idea of marriage to me, it's nothing more than paper. I mean, I've been dedicated and loved her for over 3 years now, so you know. Now that we're together, you know, person to person, of course it's different, but she was here already, so.
Oh my goodness.
Well, now she gets half of VaporJoe's if I croak, so that's about the only difference.
Oh my goodness. I am truly speechless.
It just harkens back to Eddie Murphy's half. Half. I'm gonna take half his shit.
Oh, I think I'll need a link, Joe. Oh, Aries, and you see, Aries is touching on one of my greatest fears. He's saying next up a set of twins, triplets, run in my family. Aries, JJ. Now, do you understand my reticence? Do you understand my reticence? So. And Grumpy Ed wants to give us one of those celebrity jumbled up names. Now we're TygerTyger.
No, well, the pub calls us Mom Joe, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, he does.
So it's not far off. I'll be outside with her. One thing we like to do here at the house is we like to sit outside, just enjoy the weather and sip coffee or whatever.
And today that was possible, but I'm telling you right now, Jersey's fucking cold. That's all. It's fucking cold.
So he calls me. He comes out. And he's like, "Hey, Mom Joe," like not Mom and Joe. It's Mom Joe.
Yeah.
So we are officially Mom Joe, and so.
Well, all right, that was fun. 26 minutes past the hour. It is 1:26 a.m. out here in Jersey, and it is 10:26 back home, West Coast, the best coast. And we got 4 minutes left.
Don't listen to her.
Oh. We've got 4 minutes left until the bottom of the hour when DC will take over the broadcast and bring you guys right on through until daylight, which, you know, it gets later and later every day. So let's not put too much pressure on the guy. Let's say until he's tired, which is a long time. He's got great stamina. Lots of great information. One of the best music mixes on VU Live. And we'll turn it over to him then. But until then, we'll field a few questions if you guys have them. I'll start with John Q. Public reminding me that Canada isn't exactly the tropics. No, it isn't. But where I'm from is very, very close to Seattle. I'm on the western edge of Canada, very, very, very close to the Pacific Ocean. So mild. We get really, really mild winters. Just rainy and cool, definitely not snowy and cold like where I'm from, which is of course the Edmonton area, Alberta, where we see 40 below a few times a year. So I'm in for a shock. And the dear lady at the grocery store today was reminding me that we're in for a very harsh winter. She hears. I told her to stop threatening me. But no, I'm not a hipster, and I don't love $8 coffee. I'm a deals diva, John Q. I don't pay $8 for coffee. Hell no.
All right, with 2 minutes left, just want to let everybody know. You want to win $1,000?
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that.
Here's a link to win $1,000. This is the VaporJoe's Network $1,000 giveaway. We're going to give away $1,000 to one lucky person. It will be announced the 12th of December. You have 36 days left, and right now it's probably the biggest, I would say, the biggest contest in vaping ever, with 132,000 entries. And yet, with 36 days left, lots of easy ways to enter. You can just simply enter once. You can enter as many times as you want. There's a lot of different ways to enter, going to certain pages, doing whatever. There's also a referral page. They call it the viral refer a friend for extra entries. The last time we gave away money, somebody won, and they only entered one time.
That's right. By all means, there's lots of ways to take advantage of extra entries. There's oh my God, where'd that come from? There's things you can do daily. There's referrals. There's all kinds of ways to take advantage of that. But remember, it only takes one entry to win. And last time we did break the prize down to spread it out a little bit more and make a few people happy. This time Joe's saying, let's just do this all in one fell swoop. One lucky winner is going to walk away with $1,000 to spend however you want to. Talk about a sweet Christmas bonus. So make sure you take full advantage and get your entries in.
Right, and we'll announce it live on December 12th, 2015 on ModNB. And if you win and you're in the room, well, we'll deposit it live in your PayPal account right on ModNB, like we did with a few winners the last time. So, like I said, one lucky winner, you will have your Christmas a little bit brighter, a little bit sharper. So get over there and spread it around. All those viral links are going in the chat now. You can throw them out on Facebook, Pinterest, Google, Twitter, whatever you got to do. Every time somebody signs up through your link, you're going to get 5 extra entries. So I hope y'all. I hope somebody I know wins.
That would be really cool. That would be really cool. And we want to hear what you spent it on.
Yes, definitely. All right, guys. Well, it is 1:30 a.m.
Indeed it is. And DC, I see you are in the room. I'm assuming you are ready to rock and roll. So we will turn this over to you. And I just love how creative people get with their links. Click here. Richard Wayne Cope has Joe and Tiger's leaked sex tape. I didn't know you made one, but anyway, there it is. Or not.
I made 6. What are you talking about?
Behave.
All right, guys. So we'll see you next. Well, actually, we'll see you on ModNB this Saturday again. We took 2 weeks off, and then of course next Tuesday we will see you again for another DoneDeal.
Alrighty. Have a good night.